forth new rock. So hopefully this will bring about some new rock, and we'll have to mend the buildings afterwards. But let's see what happens. Hello everyone, Thranxes here, and welcome back to Rise to Ruins, Episode 2, the second day of winter. We just got through the first night of winter, and it might have looked like we fared very well and that everything was overkill, but I'm going to show you something here for just a second before we get on with playing. So this, if you pause the game, you don't actually get to play. That's part of the challenge. You have to play while the game is running. But you can view all these different stats about your village. You can see our population has grown. You can see that the resources have grown, our essence generated. All this stuff is really neat. Now, if you go to monsters and you say, show me the amount of monsters spawned per day, right? So here is where we started. Then we had a full moon. Then from here we started pulling the monsters every day, which is why even though we had a full moon on day 14, we still fought quite a bit of monsters. But then look at the first day / night of winter. Really big deal. It's going to keep going. They're going to push this strategy to make sure that it is in fact sound. And I think one of the ways we can double down on that is to create this ballista tower to be a fire ballista tower. And that means it's going to take magic from our network, our magic system, every time it fires. And it's going to take a ton of resources. But it's going to do extra damage to these buildings and to the drones, to the demons that are building them, as they take more damage from fire and magical fire. Plus, that's going to eke its range out so that it has even more of this area covered. As you can see, they're still able to get work done. Really what we need to do is push a tower down here. If we want to stay defensive, we need to push a tower down here. And in fact, I think that's what we're going to do, to continue to push the corruption back. As long as it's within range of an elemental bolt tower, it should be fine. We are going to upgrade this one, though. We don't want any makeshift towers facing the front line. Makeshift ballistas, maybe. This one really should be upgraded. So should this one. Actually, we're going to upgrade both of these. We have the resources. There's no need to wait. I think we're going to do... At this point, we're going to do another lightning golem. And then I think over here we're going to do another ice stone. Those are how I prefer to have those set up. We just do the other ones there to mix them in. There we go. We're getting everything built. Oop, the Spectre came. Oof, we're going to get this building destroyed right here. If the ballista tower doesn't change targets, but it looks like it did. We brought resources. Yep, and now they're repairing. Ooh, nope, we pulled them off. It's gonna be tricky. Oof, they make them so fast though. There's already another one. And the ballista towers do miss. Okay, we're gonna get another builder since they grew up. At some point we're gonna have to lead an attack into this area, which the golems will start to do as our towers encroach in their area. The golems will start to see that as part of our kingdom and patrol it and try to defeat it. Really, we should upgrade most of these. Yeah, we're going to upgrade this one. And then because I'm really, really nervous about running out of magic, because I've seen it go from good to bad fairly quickly, we're going to put down another essence collector. And the roads are still being upgraded. Everything is doing good up here. Cold rain That's good. That means our water will open back up. Indeed, which it did. We're going to make an established well here. We're going to upgrade this well. I don't want to run out of water or food, so let's put some farmers on the job because they can be working right now. In fact, we're going to put 3 farmers on the job because if it's warm enough to harvest crops, then we're going to harvest crops. That's right, there's no reason not to. Take it for granted that you have enough food to get through winter is a sure way to realize that the end of winter is the coldest. So if they give you the luck of having a temperate day, seize it. Don't leave your farmers out of the farm. Even if you think you have plenty, as your population grows, you won't have as much as you thought. Okay, for this housing, we're gonna upgrade these to established standard housing here. Because this area is very much becoming the front of the colony. Don't forget that upgrading your housing does more than increase the occupancy. It also increases the amount of food, rations, clean water buckets, and bottled water each building can store. Here, if I click on one not upgraded, here you can see, oh, that is a person. You can see 5 food, 5 rations, no clean water buckets, but 2 bottles of water. That's not good. Maybe we need more water masters, probably. They all seem pretty busy. Maybe 1 less cook and another water master for now. Visioners, maintainers. Got 10 out of 10 waymakers. I think we can afford to upgrade this as well to the established waymaker shack. I really want to get these roads nailed down. Ancillary. We can start looking to upgrade these ancillaries to large ancillaries as well. Simply because that increases the storage that they can hold, and then of course they push our range out and they enable more building slots. I don't know which towers we're gonna need. Oh my goodness, miners. We need more miners. There, we'll do that. Nope, that's good because we're gonna take these farmers off just as soon as it gets cold again. We're gonna get the 3 farmers back, so I'm not worried about that. Ooh, a loot box. Don't mind if I do. Oh, we don't have any keys. Are we not buying keys? Nobody's selling keys. Really? I guess we could buy armor. How much? We don't really have that much armor. Okay, fine. I'd like to buy, let's see, 6 helmets, 7 chest plates, and just 1 shield. We should have plenty of gold for that. All right, well, here comes the big question is, are we going to cast an earthquake here? I think we are. I think we are. I've never messed with this spell. Ooh, look how much it takes. All right, we're going to drain our batteries for this. We're just going to pull magic right out of this thing, and then we'll move over to this one. We're not really using the magic right now. It's just standing there. Okay. Damaging anything in the area and sometimes spouting forth new rock. So hopefully this will bring about some new rock, and we'll have to mend the buildings afterwards. But let's see what happens. Boom. Oh my goodness. Ah, why did you do it while I'm in here? I'm sorry. Look at how great that is. Oh my goodness. Retreat, run. Oh my goodness. That was intense. Like, that was really intense. Did we lose somebody? Did we lose somebody in the earthquake? Okay, the maintainers are a little upset with me now, because now they're like, son of a gun, look at all these buildings we have to repair. Here, I'll help. I'll help. I made this mess. I can help bring us back out of it. As long as you have a strong magical network, you shouldn't worry about the damage from an earthquake or the lightning damage from a storm, because you can just mend those buildings back fairly easily, especially if you have a lot of essence collectors. The thing to keep in mind with essence collectors is they will burn through your cryolithium very quickly. So if you don't have a strong economy, especially as that pertains to harvesting crystals and converting them to cryolithium, don't make this many. They'll burn through it fast. Okay, we took a little bit of damage here. We haven't got to our 16 stones down here yet. I think we're going to put another miner on duty. Okay, so let's go ahead and see if we can get rid of some of these tree pieces here. Just make this more stone. Well, that really helped. That's good stuff. Okay. People are coming down here to repair this, but yeah, you can see they're starting already with the specters and the slimes. Let's get another builder on the job. A lot of buildings trying to be built right now. The game thinks too many. I think it's okay. We'll just make this one a priority. This fire ballista tower here. And we're getting our magic back fairly quickly. So we'll be ready in time for night. We lost some golems. They'll be recreated. Oof, this is the warm-up. This is dusk. And we're already losing magic. Perhaps upgrading this wasn't the best idea. Established well. Well, established well. That's okay. No, we're doing great on water now. And we can get our farmers back. So let's do that. Here it goes. We'll put them on the building crew since we have too many buildings under construction. If we have to, we're going to be ready to mend the towers that need it. We have a little army of golems. They're doing their best. Here, let's make it so we can see what's going on. Oof, we did. We destroyed one of their graveyards. This graveyard here was destroyed, or was one that's destroyed. Now we're doing damage to them. This is good. Looks like our magical network can keep up with this just fine. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and borrow some of this magic here on the battlefield. And see if we can't get on the offensive this evening. Because the more we can hurt their buildings, the more we can hurt their overall numbers, and we can prevent them from ramping up. Because their plan, whether you know it or not, is to ramp up every night of winter and be a much bigger deal than the night prior. Look at our ballista bolts. Not really growing in number the way I wanted. Okay, we're going to do one less builder and one extra Fletcher. Let's make sure. How many ballista bolts are we trying to achieve? 50? Nope. Bring it to 60. We might not need that extra Fletcher, actually, since we were at the cap. We'll watch it. We'll see. Oh, see what I mean? Look at this. This is what I'm talking about. That little wood golem doesn't stand a chance. Oof, we're using magic up fast. Okay, here's how we're going to do it. Holy defenders. Okay, looks like we did it. Ooh, we used a good bit of our magic, though. So for frame of reference, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 established essence collectors, all burning cryolithium at once, and we used 2,000 of the magic. Oh, scratch that. 2,600 of the magic that we had in reserve. Ooh, and we just pulled a big chunk over here. So keep in mind, if you have a small pool of magic, and that's not just in the collectors, that's actually scattered across all the towers and all the items. So if your network is not up to snuff to pass that magic along, it will not do you any favors. And then, of course, our fire ballista tower now should be doing really great. Look at that range. Not more accurate, though, however. It still misses frequently. You can see it's down to 1 bullet inside of it, so we need this little person here to load it up. There we go. Oh, Hailstorm. Alright, so this is going to make a lot of people stop doing their jobs and run back into their homes for cover, which, keep in mind, if you're trying to repair or ferry ammunition, luckily this tower was just loaded up. I feel like we're doing okay. Did we buy all of our armor? We did. Let's buy some more. So we have the gold for it. Yeah, pretty much all the people have gone inside to their homes. So these are all the golems. Oh, yeah, look, if they come outside, they're freaking out. Ah, they're panicking. It's hail. I don't even think you're protected in the forest. Is that a ghost? No. It's probably a good sign there aren't any ghosts. Yep, you can see here come the specters, though. Oh, so much hail. The golems are fighting in the hail. Oh, the trickster grew up. Oh, okay. I don't think we need any more miners or water masters or bottlers. I mean, I guess we'll go 6 out of 6 on the maintainers. Ooh, we need more crystal harvesters. And we do need that 3rd Fletcher, actually. Yep, and here come the fire elementals. So buildings are taking damage, though. Oh yeah, look, all these different buildings took damage. It's because the fire elementals are ranged, and their damage persists on the building a little bit. Oh, look at this one. So this is tricky. They're getting some damage on the buildings. Okay, so I think my plan is going to be more golems. So let's go with another stone golem combobulator back here. Make sure we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We do have 5 crystal. So then we'll do another wood one here, I think. Here, we'll just do it right there. Try to get some more golems out, and then we're also going to try and upgrade these elemental bolt towers a little bit better. Oof, look how much magic we used. That was half of our magic reserve. So one of the things you can help if your magic system starts getting low on power, aside from building more essence collectors and or making sure you have plenty of crystallers, it's one of the things, ooh yeah, look, they're all low on energy, is you can switch over to what is it? Conjure Essence, and you can basically dump your influence bar into essence that will be collected up by the collectors, as long as you keep your hand away from it. Now you can see that give us a boost. So in that way, you can donate the power that you get off the battlefield back to the system that holds all your magic. And truth be told, if you're if you have bolt towers out that are protecting your ballista towers, you want that to be the case. These elemental bolt towers are very, very strong. And they're simply there to make sure that the specters do not gang up on your ballista towers. The golems are there to help with that, but yeah, you don't want to run out of magic. It'd be very, very bad. Still too many buildings under construction. Too cold to grow food. It's okay. It's very, very cold. Small stronghold. I feel like we can safely upgrade to the large stronghold. I don't see a reason not to. Well, except we're building lots of other stuff currently, so I suppose that's a valid reason not to. Oh, what do we have here? A loot box, but we have no keys. There we go. That's an okay spot for it. Are they really not going to sell us any more keys? Oh, they are. Maybe one day. Actually, yeah, let's sell. Let's sell the leather armor and buy iron armor, and then what we'll do is we'll actually add a couple extra provisioners to the marketplace, and we'll upgrade it. Why not? I don't like anything saying makeshift anymore. Like makeshift forge, what is that? Really? Maintenance building, I think you need to be an established maintenance building. Okay, that's probably good. Still really low on energy. And it doesn't look like they have cryolithium stored on them to generate more. Now, why is that? Are they using it for construction? No, it says 37. It's got to all be in here. Right. Interesting. So where are the workers here, and what are they doing? Let's give them 2 more, actually. I'll do 2 less builders and 2 more. Yeah, 2 more crystallers. See if they start stacking the stuff on top of the, or maybe is that organizers? Oh, maybe it is. We'll split the difference. 1 and 1, 1 less stone cutter. Let's look at our roads from the Waymakers. Have made quite a bit of progress, it looks like. So we'll just draw this line down here. There we go. Just about getting the roads right. Get some more nomads. That's always good. Ooh, look at that. They're daring us. They're challenging us. They're like, do you think you have everything under control? How would you like lots of extra people? It's like, you might not really need them, but I think you should take care of them since you have the housing for it. And here I am like, okay, I'll try. There we go. Just making all the roads look nice. Let's give this road a little bit of love here. Like that. Yep, yep. It's going to start taking higher level resources to make these roads, but I'm okay with that, actually. I'm very okay with that. Because we're not really using them for a whole lot else. Although, truth be told, I think we could, well, no, we'll just leave it be. There's no reason really to push anything beyond just trying to put more pressure on the enemy, which we did here with this tower. So let's upgrade this tower because we want to give it more range, and then we can hopefully isolate all these resources here. You can see fire elementals are just coming out on the reg now. Oh, we did. Okay, so we actually destroyed a lot of their graveyards down here, and now they're just down to 2 of them. Now, in my experience in the past, this is when the corruption starts getting really squirrely. Once you've pressured it into a position where it's going to lose is when it starts getting really, really gnarly. Now, this time I don't think they can do it. The last time what happened is I thought I had them at the edge and they squeaked by and they ballooned out incredibly fast and rebuilt. So this side I feel pretty sure of. This side we might just do one more crystal golem combobulator. It might not be necessary. It might not be necessary. We'll see. This ballista tower, though, is going to help. This is going to push a significant portion of the corruption back. And at this point, because we have buildings on the other side, we can start talking about walls if it looks like we're going to need them. It's not like we don't have the resources for walls. We do. I would just rather spend the time and resources on getting the roads dialed in so that my people can make use of this expanded kingdom without effort. Because if it's a pain for them to get everywhere that they're going, then whether or not the walls are up that we may or may not need doesn't really matter, because everybody has to take forever to get where they're going. So if we were smart, we'd have a road that cut right through the stone and right through the woods and joined here. I want to do that, actually. Boom, just like that. Perfect. Yep, and they're going to clear it all out for me. Make the roads. Perfect. That'll be great, actually. That'll be really helpful. Oh, and look at this. Our lumberjacks don't have anything to do. Hold that thought. First things first, we're going to move these crystals out of the way. Now, if you cast Motivate Land next to resources other than the one you want, you're going to get kind of a mix of both. So I find if we don't want to get these crystals, because we have plenty of other crystals down there, we just want the Motivate Land to give us forest, we need to keep the crystals back away from where we're going to cast the spell. Same like we did with the food here. We cast it further and further away, hoping to just get food and not have it interfere with the crystals at all. Alright, at this point I think we can go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Should be all forest. Look at that. Let's go again. Motivate Land. It's like, oh, we're getting trapped. The forest is regrowing around me. Oh, that's good. In fact, look, our magic is almost full. So let's borrow some of it. Here, we can borrow both by doing this, which is why you build them so close together, so that you can hold your hand in one spot and drain from two of them at the same time. Alright, we're going to do this again. 1, 2, and oh, a little bit more. 2 I guess will work. There we go. Oh, we're stunned, so confused. There's always more forest to cut down. Oh, but look at these crystals. My, have we been going through the crystals. Okay, well, one of the things that we can do here is we can actually put down a crystal motivator, which will magically enhance crystals to regrow, but it will use magic to do it. At some point, though, you just have to decide that having the magic is way more important. It really just is. Alright, so let's upgrade these roads here. Get roads all over. That way these workers in the crystillery are optimized to get magic onto the site as fast as possible. Look at that. This is going to be so cool. Oh, and look, we have everything lit all the way through. We don't need a fire pit, but you know what? I'm going to make one because it looks cooler that way. It illuminates it. That is going to help. Now, we could run a path from here down. So we could start chopping everything up. I just don't think we need to yet. Oh, what do we got here? Another loot box, eh? Okay. It's the marketplace going with extra provisioners. We still have these to sell. Let's stop selling those. We'll sell more chest armor and more shields. The monsters are enraged. Well, that being said, let's take a look at how many monsters spawned per day. So we actually had less the second day of winter, which means we are, in fact, winning at this point. And they only have the 2 graveyards. So it looks like we might not actually get anything to speak about this time around. So it appears like we've won, but, you know, food and water will always have to be managed. That being said, I think we're still doing okay. It's very cold, but it looks like we're trending in the right direction. That being said, that's where we're going to wrap up this episode. This has been Rise to Ruins episode 2. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've had a good time watching, because as always, I've had a good time playing. Remember, if you missed the stream because you didn't get notified, it's because you have to ring the bell to actually get reminders of when the people you've subscribed to put new stuff on. I know, it's crazy. Who would have thought? But until next time, take care.